Welcome to Season 2 of Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Orlando's premier scare event. Tonight, for Episode 3, we will be chatting about Horror Night Nightmares Spec Map version 1.0 that was released on March 16th. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Hello, everybody. I am Michelle, your host for tonight. With me, I have, as usual, Kenneth.
Hello, greetings.
And Maddie.
Bonjour, bonjour. Welcome.
Oh. Have you been working
Ooh
the
la la.
Ratatouille ride lately?
Goodness, no.
Oh my goodness. It's so good to hear from you guys. I know that our lives are busy and we only record, regularly once a month, but I do miss you guys. I wish we could do it more often.
I know.
Me too.
Fair
Dang
enough.
life, dang jobs.
It's the jobs. That's the real problem.
I
Right?
know.
Like,
Down
why can't
with
we just do
jobs.
this full time? Can you guys just send us money so we can quit our jobs and talk about Halloween Horror Nights all the time?
Money, please.
Yes. Actually, we have had people trying to give us money, but we don't quite know how to make that happen right now.
Yeah. This
Which
show
is
is
awesome.
free.
Yeah, the show
It's
is
free for now, but we are trying to figure out how to grow. We'll get there.
Maybe set up like a tip jar. Just leave it
Yes.
out on my porch.
Okay, do you want to tell everybody where you live?
Address, please.
Oh,
my
goodness. All right, friends. Well, since we haven't had a Horror Nights announcement since the dates and tickets were released, this month's regular episode will be about the Spec Map released back in March. So, Maddie, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, absolutely. So with the map that was released, now we are recording a little bit early, so potentially there may be a Horror Nights announcement between today and then when we actually release this episode on the 13th of the month.
Sure.
But as of right now, this is where we stand with the spec map. Now, once again, it is purely speculation, rumor. Many things can change, will change. But let's get into this, starting with the IPs that are speculated on the map. The first IP that is speculated is Fear Street. Now, Fear Street is a trilogy. It's an American horror film trilogy series from Netflix, and the films are based on R.L. Stine's book series of the same name. The overall storyline revolves around a group of teenagers who live in a town and work to break a curse that has been plaguing that said town for over 100 years. Each of the films in the trilogy have a separate storyline. So the first one's Fear Street, 1994. Basically a bunch of brutal slayings and a group of teenagers take on an evil force that has plagued the town. You kind of get like the intro to the storyline, the intro to the characters, things like that. Then you have Fear Street, 1978. And that is about the cursed town of Shadyside and the killer's murder spree that terrorizes Camp Nightwing, and turns a summer of fun into a gruesome fight for survival. And then, of course, you finish it off with Fear Street 1666, where we are thrust back into 1666, where one of the main characters, Dina, learns the truth about Sarah Fear, who is another character in the series. And then we shoot back to 1994, where the friends fight for their lives and the future of Shadyside, which is the town that they're from. I'm a big fan of Fear Street. I think we've talked about it before on the Wishlist episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one that, we're all decently excited to potentially see coming. Thoughts, vibes?
Yes, for sure. So I grew up reading R.L. Stine books. I don't remember the Fear Street trilogy. Of course, that was, 3 decades ago, but I'm sure I did read it. So this whole series really pulled at my heartstrings. And I loved it. I loved all 3 of the films. I watched them back to back and was totally enthralled. Um, it totally has that Stranger Things vibe, which it also has some of the same actors in it, so of course you do get that vibe. But then like the 80s, the music, the just the way it was filmed, it's very Stranger Things, which I'm obsessed with. So I would totally love to see this at Halloween Horror Nights, and I could completely see how it would make sense and be a fun house to go through.
I
Yeah,
agree. Yeah.
big time. The movies really threw me off because I didn't know that they were going to be so like R rated, you know? And I
Fair.
also like none of the main characters in the first one die until very close to the end. So I didn't think that they could die. I was like, "Oh, this isn't one of those movies where like we can lose some of our main group." Okay. And then we did, and I was like, "No."
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
they I mean, I think that was really well done, very effective. I was genuinely sad. um,
Yeah.
so but yeah, R.L. Stein definitely read Goosebumps. I didn't know that R.L. Stein wrote more adult or more mature stories than Goosebumps, because Goosebumps is so tame, for kids, and this is very much not for kids, or at least
Yeah.
these movies. I think the movies are very loosely based on the books. um, so they kind of took the concept and went their own way with it, I think. But
hmm
yeah, big fan. Love the Netflix partnership, potentially continuing here. And if we create an R.L. Stein partnership, maybe someday we can get a Goosebumps house,
That would be fun.
and that would be
Yeah.
our Ghostbusters or
Right.
Beetlejuice for that year. A more
Yeah.
family friendly spook house.
Yeah, some of his books are scarier than others, but they're all like juvenile. Like as far as I know, I don't think that any of them are considered adult books.
Right.
So from my memory, I do believe that Netflix really took this plot line kind of
hmm
loosely, but made it so
Aged it up.
that the adult audience would grasp onto it for sure.
Is R.L. Stein was the one who wrote the scary stories? I always say that wrong. Scary stories to tell in the dark. Was that R.L.
No,
Oh,
Stein? Was
no,
it
I don't think
not?
so. Let me look.
Hmm.
I'm
I
not sure
thought,
about that.
yeah. Well, talking about placement for Fear
No,
Street,
that's Alvin
no.
Schwartz.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
no. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. So Fear Street is rumored to be in house letter C, which is where we had Revenge of the Tooth Fairy last year. So
Mm.
Soundstage House,
Okay.
which is good. Um, I don't know how they're going to be splitting it up between the three, because I feel like so much happened in the three different films.
They
But
did, but it's still the same curse, right?
yeah,
Like, it's still
yeah,
the
Yeah.
same storyline throughout, it's just different generations experiencing it, so
yeah.
I can see how they
I
could tie it together.
wonder I wonder if it's gonna be similar to, like, the American Horror Story houses where, like, you know where you're exiting the 1994 and then
Yeah.
entering 1978 with,
Oh
like,
yeah.
a, because didn't for the American Horror Story house, um, there was, like, title cards, at least for the
Yeah.
first iteration of it, right?
Each season had its own little like facade or like intro
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah.
I hope they do something like that with this one, but they have the space for it. It's a soundstage house,
Yeah.
rumored. So,
If they do, I hope
um,
they do it in reverse of the trilogy, because in the trilogy, you start in 94 and you work backwards you work backwards to see where the curse started. But now that we've seen the movie, I would like to see it the other way around. I'd like to start where the curse originated and see it work its way through the generations.
Oh.
that would be interesting.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
feel like
like,
that would work better for people coming into it who potentially could not have
I
seen Fear
yeah,
Street. It would make sense.
it wouldn't make sense at all the other way around.
Yeah.
Um,
That's fair.
yeah,
I like that. Yeah. Um Word. Fear Street
I'd
and
be all for it.
queer representation. I'm all
Hell
for
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So moving into our next IP, we have rumored The Evil Dead. And that is going to be Soundstage 8, or I'm sorry, House H, which is one of the ones over by Kid Zone, right? Is that Kid Zone? No, that
Oh,
Let me see.
is.
I have to go down and look.
Oh no, that is Kid Zone.
Yeah, that is Kid Zone.
H is Kid Zone. Okay, word. So a
Yes,
Kid Zone house. So
that would be where the Beetlejuice entrance was.
right, which is where the okay, we'll read it. So Ash Williams, his girlfriend, and three pals hike into the woods for a cabin or to a cabin for a fun night away. There they find an old book, which is the Necronomicon, whose text reawakens the dead when it's read aloud. The friends inadvertently release a flood of evil and must fight for their lives or become one of the evil dead. Ash watches his friends become possessed and must make a difficult decision before daybreak to save his own life in this. And this is never mind. I'm not going to read that. Okay. And must make the difficult decision before daybreak to save his own life. And this film was released in 1981. Because there hasn't been another Evil Dead released since the original, correct?
No, not correct. There were 3 in the original series. There was a
Okay.
remake that was a haunted house in 2014, I think. And
Then the series had the house in 2017.
yes,
Yep.
the TV series Ash vs. Evil Dead. And there is an upcoming Evil Dead movie that will be on HBO Max this year.
Oh, so potentially this could be that HBO?
It could be.
Okay. Gotcha. Word.
I haven't seen any of this. I went through the house, Ash versus Evil Dead.
I watched the show after I went through that house, but I haven't seen any of the movies
Yeah.
yet.
I've never seen any of the movies, but I really want to. I know that they are kind of what put Sam Raimi on the map, who then, of course, went on to direct the first Spider-Man trilogy and has directed the new Doctor Strange movie and has done a few other horror things since then as well. But you know, it is very much a classic series, and I think also a bit of a comedy thing too, at least starting on the second movie.
That's what I was
um
going to ask. Is it the whole thing kind of silly, like Ash versus Evil Dead
I think
is?
from what I understand, the first movie is much more serious, and then the second one is almost like they got a much bigger budget, and the second movie is almost like a remake of the first movie. And if I'm completely wrong on this, I am admittedly speaking from a place of ignorance, so listeners, call me out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the second one is almost like a higher budget semi remake of the first one, and with more humor and a little bit more solidly kind of defined what the series is and would continue to be from then on.
Hmm.
And then there was the remake in 2013, and then the show, which is a follow up to the original series, not a follow up to the remake.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then the new one on HBO, it looks like is a whole unrelated thing to the other two versions.
Wow.
We should do, once we have all the official like IP announcements, we should do an episode where we like watch everything, and then the episode is us like talking about what we watched
Oh,
for
sure.
HHN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Like
we
a,
have
like a prep episode.
yeah, like, hey, we watched all the movies, so you
Our
don't
homework
have to.
Yeah.
homework special.
Oh, extra credit. It's your
Yeah.
extra credit episode.
I
Yes,
always
that's
used
a
to
good
try to
idea.
buy, like on physical media, I would buy everything that was going to be at the event. So I think I did that the last 2 event years. I have Hellbilly Deluxe on vinyl because of that Scare Zone, and
Nice.
I did it last year too, but now with Netflix things, like not everything gets released on physical media or even is available to purchase at all.
Yeah,
So that kind of throws a wrench in my whole tradition. But oh
that's
well.
fair. Oh, wow. Well, this next one, oh, wait. Yeah, so Kid Zone, one of those houses, parade building is where this one is rumored to be.
Yeah. And if it is in that parade building, then it's in the same place where the Ash versus Evil Dead house was.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
we'll get the
true.
car back.
That was fun.
Yeah, is the car in the first movie? Is yellow? Is it yellow? I remember it being yellow.
I have no idea.
I have the worst memory. I swear, like, this pandemic has shot my memory. Just, I am like a 90-year-old grandma where I just can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Okay. Well, moving on to our next rumored IP. This one I've heard a lot of people get excited about. I actually had a friend message me the other day. He was like, "You still do that Horror Nights podcast, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "So The Last of Us, what secrets do you know?" And I was like, "It's rumored. Do you know what it is?" He's like, "It's a video game." I was like, "Oh." Word. Okay. Which I get, it's an exciting thing because we haven't had a video game house in quite a while, from what I understand.
Yeah.
But from what I learned while researching this, The Last of Us is a 2013 action adventure game developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. And the premise is a smuggler named Joel is tasked with escorting a teenage girl named Ellie across a post-apocalyptic United States, and it is played from a third-person perspective.
And according
Okay.
to Lee, the pod father, he is obsessed with this game. And it's in so much that he literally, and I quote, just said that he wishes that he could wipe his memory of having played the game just so that he could play it again as if he didn't know what was going to happen, because it was amazing. And there were like moments where he was actually crying, and he's got everybody in the producers club wanting
Oh my
to play
gosh.
this game. Yeah. So apparently it's phenomenal.
That's what I've heard as well.
So is there only one I don't play video games, but is there only one outcome, like, of the end of the
I
The
think
game?
so.
story.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you walk through it's almost like you're in a movie, like you're playing a movie.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it's. I've not played this game. I'm not much into video games. So I would like to play this if it does come to the event. I'm definitely going to play it, but I've never even seen anything from it. But I've heard so many people talk about it, and I never got the sense that it was a horror game, but more that it was just really good, and that it was very emotional, and that yes, it does make people cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to my friend Vinny, who is the one who messaged me about it, it's being turned into an HBO show.
Yes, I'm actually looking at the page for that right now as well,
Yeah.
starring Pedro Pascal
Oh,
as Joel.
wow. That man can do
Yeah,
no wrong,
and
except
then
potentially for the Nicolas Cage movie. I will talk about that.
and then as Ellie, they cast Grogu.
Oh,
So he'll be protecting and you know,
ugh.
carrying this 14-year-old baby Yoda across the
Post-apocalyptic
post-apocalyptic.
United States. I can just see, I want someone, totally going off track, but I want a poster remake of oh my gosh, what was the movie with Jonah Hill and what's his face has the baby in the front carrier?
You're thinking of the Hangover
The Hangover.
with Zach Galifianakis.
Yes, I want a poster remake of The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
The Hangover poster.
yeah, with him, Grogu, and a baby Bjorn
Yeah.
on Mando.
Mhm.
Hey,
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
impressed that you know what a baby Bjorn is, Kenneth.
Why wouldn't I?
Why would
It's
you?
a very fun word to say.
Yeah.
Bajorn. Baby Bajorn. Bajorn.
They're just lucky that they got the name before the singer Bjorn tried to make an animated series about herself as a baby.
Oh my God, this train has totally derailed.
Derailed. Oh my God.
Last
The
of Us,
Last of
yes.
Us is speculated, rumored to be House Letter D, which is a soundstage, which is where Icons was last year.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
So big space.
Yeah.
Big space for post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
The Adventures in Babysitting.
And when we say post Oh my God. Is it zombies? Is that like the apocalypse? What kind of apocalypse are we talking about here?
I don't know. It just said post-apocalyptic. I'm
We-
assuming potentially zombies. If it's a horror game, then probably.
I mean,
right?
it can't just be an asteroid hitting the Earth, right? So
But
what is
real
the
people are more horrifying than zombies.
Dude, true facts.
I don't know anything about this
Yeah,
game.
I think it says
We will play it and get back to you, or watch a video of someone playing it, which I've
Oh
never
yeah,
done
you can
before.
watch playthroughs.
Yeah, it's a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Fair
So,
enough. Zombies are making a comeback.
Another zombie house.
Yeah. Well, moving into our next rumored IP, which is not a zombie, we have the one and only Halloween, Michael Myers. He's back. Bum, bum, bum. We're assuming that this Halloween house is going to be based off of the 2021 Halloween movie, the newest of the franchise. And just a little synopsis.
Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
That one. Wait.
There is Halloween. Yeah, because there's in my research today, there's another one coming out in 2023.
Yes.
Oh my
I think it'll be
goodness.
the whole trilogy.
Because he just won't die.
I think the new one, the
Michael
last one's called
Myers.
Halloween Ends.
Goodness. Well, in the synopsis, the nightmare isn't over as the unstoppable killer Michael Myers escapes from Laurie Strode's trap to continue his ritual bloodbath. Once again, I feel like they're the same.
It is.
It's Michael Myers, and that is like you're never going to be disappointed in a movie like this because you know that he's Michael Myers.
I mean, but you know what
Stab.
to expect. Like there's no mystery behind it at all. Like you're going to have blood and gore and chainsaws and like how many times can it be done really, to be honest with you?
I saw the first, both of these new Halloween movies, and yeah, they're okay. They're all right. I mean, it's not. Yeah, you're kind of right. I mean, I know that a lot of people really hated this Halloween Kills.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of really bad reviews, and I'll be honest, watching it, I was like, I don't know, it seems about as good as the last one to me. But I don't know. Michael Myers has never really been my guy. I just kind of don't get it. But
Yeah.
movies were pretty good. The first one especially I really liked. Hopefully this last one will be a good finale to this new trilogy.
What I found interesting is because I recently watched the newest Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that
that's right.
was released on Netflix. And I did not like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. But what I found interesting and what I find interesting about this movie is that we're going back to the original Final Girl from the original movies. And the same thing with Scream. We had the original Final Girl and she's older. She's she's still her character, but just older. She's grown up. And in this case, Laurie Strode is older and she's still fighting off her nightmare of Michael Myers in person and mentally. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, I mean, I can't remember her name even though I just watched it. But the final girl from the original what was it, 1961, 62?
I think it was the
Texas.
70s.
Oh, well, that original one, the very first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She's in this movie and she's older. She's like the sheriff of the town and she's still haunted by the nightmare of oh my god, what's his name?
Leatherface?
Leatherface. Thank you.
The first one was 74, by the way.
Dates, you know. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that we're not just like throwing Michael Myers in with a bunch of like random people in 2021. Like it's still
That's
the
true.
same final girl. That I think is cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
honestly, I would be fine if Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Halloween and Freddy and Jason like never came back to Halloween Horror Nights.
No, Freddy
I
and
would-
Jason, bring them
Yeah.
keep them
No,
coming.
like,
I
it's
like
all
Freddy
the
and Jason.
Same though, like you know what's gonna happen walking into the house. I would so much rather have an original.
Yeah. I would
Well,
bring back
sure.
Freddy Jason over Halloween or Texas Chainsaw because I missed all the years that Freddy and Jason were there, and I feel like they haven't had the same repetitive nature as these two franchises.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Freddy and Jason have only officially appeared at the event in 2007 and 2015. A lot of people were not going, at both of those points. So,
Yeah.
I'd welcome them back. Halloween has been at the event basically every other year since 2014.
That's so true.
And it is always based on a different movie, but also it is kind of always the same thing. So
it's the same guy.
yeah, I didn't do the original Halloween house. The Halloween 2, Hell Comes to Haddonfield, was one of my favorite houses that year. It was so fun, and I did not like that movie at all, but the house was great.
There you go.
The Halloween 4 house and movie, did not care for either of them. So we'll see, if this is real, if this is coming.
Yeah.
We'll have to just check it out and see how they scare us with this William Shatner,
And
man.
it's house letter I, which is the second house over in Kid Zone.
Okay.
So parade building house.
Yeah.
All right, yes, Blumhouse. All right, moving into our last rumored IP. And I guess rumored, but also he may have accidentally tweeted about it. Not entirely sure on that one. But this is The Weeknd. So the artist, he is Canadian. He is professionally known as The Weeknd. He's a singer-songwriter and record producer, and he's known for his sonic versatility and dark. Oh my god, words are so hard today.
Lyricism.
Thank you. This is Wikipedia at its finest. His music explores escapism, romance, and melancholia, and is often inspired by personal experiences. Yeah. So what I've heard is mostly his music videos are spooky, scary, kind of like Billie Eilish's like first two albums, Spooky Scary.
Yeah.
I have not partaken in them yet, but I will once it's officially announced.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all but official.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but let's address that first, which is his he first posted a tweet saying that, people who say The Weeknd isn't horror aren't paying attention or something like that. And then he did another one where he said that 2 of his videos are restricted on YouTube. And he said, I guess I went a little too far, but Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights sure liked them.
Yep.
So he's not really hiding about this. It would be really funny if it was not a true rumor and he's still out there talking about it.
Yeah.
But I found a playlist on Apple Music of all of his music videos, and I kind of had them on in the background a little bit, and I wasn't really paying attention. Although I didn't realize how many songs of his I actually know while I was listening to them in the back. And I am a fan of his music, for sure.
He's sneaky. He's in stuff that you wouldn't expect, and like you hear things on the radio and you're like, who is this? And you're like, oh, it's The Weeknd. That's how I
Yeah.
feel about Justin Bieber nowadays. I'm like, who is? Oh, it's Justin Bieber.
What's the one song? The Blinding Lights, is that the one? Um, Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm blinded by the light.
Yeah, that's
That
a good one.
song, I love that song, and I did not realize that he also did I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also him. So yeah, I like the music.
Mm-hmm.
The music videos from the snapshots I've seen, have plenty to work with in making a scare attraction.
Yeah.
I think we missed out on Billie Eilish, last year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a shame. But maybe we'll get another try at something
Yeah.
similar with this, and I'm
And
looking
it's
forward to that.
Yeah, and I'm excited. Like, music is one of those things that we haven't really tapped into yet. Like, we did have the Rob Zombie Scare Zone, which had bits and pieces from some of
Sure.
his most popular work, but that was a scare zone. This is a
Yeah.
house. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see a new form of media being used as a Horror Nights house. Like, it'll be interesting. And I know, like, it's going to be a good sounding house.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
be bopping to that music for the rest of the night because it's gonna be stuck in your head.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Yeah, and fortunately, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of naysayers on the weekend and Horror Nights, but that in my experience, the Horror Nights team is going to knock anything they put their mind to out of the
Mhm.
park, and they're not going
Absolutely.
to pick a music, you know, project that they don't know they can turn into a haunted house.
Right.
So,
Right. I
they're
mean,
not adapting like Jessica Simpson. Like there's plenty.
Oh
This is a
God.
much darker artist to begin with, and from the look of it, there's a lot of really scary and like horror inspired visuals that
Mhm.
he works with all the time. So,
Well, and
I
even
trust the
though
Horror
it's
Nights team.
technically an IP, and for those out there who are new to Halloween Horror Nights, IP means intellectual property. So,
Mhm.
Yes.
not something original that came out of one of the creators' heads. But this is kind of an interesting, like, I believe, in between an IP and original because, like you said, it's music. So they still have to create visuals.
Mhm.
They have to put together some type of a storyline in order to make a house out of it. So it kind of is an original
Yeah,
somewhat,
Yeah.
like
I
they're
see that.
taking music and creating something from it. So I even though I don't know much about the weekend, I'm interested to see what they are able to do with a concept like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I selfishly, I know they're not going to use it because it's not one of his spooky, scary songs, but I want them to use his song from the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy.
Oh, which one is that?
Uh, it, what's the name of it? It's the one that you'll know it when you hear it because
Yeah,
it's like the 50 Shades of Grey song.
okay.
Uh,
I never saw those movies either.
So are we going to
oh.
see like sadomasochism in the house or something?
Oh God. I mean, I feel like they've done this one. It's called Earned It.
Earned It.
That one.
Oh yeah.
Will you skip ahead a little bit to like when the song's like in it?
Yeah.
I'm so used to being used. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to have to cut that out or we're going to get
Well, no, you can
copyrighted.
play it to what is it? To 15 seconds?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think we're under.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. So yeah, and the weekend is going to be in the uh rumored slash officiated because we see construction Fast and Furious Q house.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Have you not seen those? Are you on Twitter, Michelle? Have we talked about this?
Um I I kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I see it because you guys
Yeah.
share it, and I do have an account. I just don't look at it
Yeah.
regularly. But anyway, so this is supposed to be in the
Yeah, the queue. And
the
they've like put up black sheets and sectioned off parts of the queue, so I'm assuming it's that or it's construction. I don't know. But
Yeah, it looks like the back of a haunted house.
yeah, which is fun. That's exciting.
I should go
That's
ride that ride
cool.
soon and like get an actual like first person view
Yeah.
Yeah, post it on the
of what that looks
Instagram.
like.
That's
Okay.
a great
Okay.
reason to ride Fast and Furious. That's probably about the only reason to ride Fast and Furious.
I just want to spend quality time with my family.
Okay.
Fair. Fair.
All right.
Well,
Family.
let's move on to the originals.
Yay.
So these are again just speculation. There's nothing official out there. But hey, what else are we going to talk about? So first of all, this one is listed on the speculation map as Seaside Village. And rumor has it that it could potentially be a house based on the Dead Man's Wharf scare zone from 2016,
Woo!
which did have some really cool costumes and lighting. And this is supposedly House B, which is a soundstage, the entrance that's like in the Jimmy Fallon ride entrance.
Which that's big. So I'm hoping they're building like Portofino inside a house.
Oh,
Ooh.
You know?
yeah.
Like big. Like you're gonna be walking through. I'm thinking like Massachusetts, like on the water, Connecticut type vibe with the fog
Yeah.
rolling in, spooky scary. There's like a creaky dock and a tiny dinghy boat. Water inside the house. I love when there's water inside the house.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, this type of environment definitely can give you really, really cool environments to walk through when you try to recreate them inside. I kind of hadn't thought about like the setting implications of that. I was only thinking about like the costumes and the characters that we had in the scare zone.
Yeah. Cuz like they're the sponge diver type, like old clunky diver suits with the big metal helmets that you have to like seal in, kind of like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah. That was one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
there were like people in or creatures, I should say, in like the rain suits, right?
Yeah,
Right.
the big Gumby suits. Yeah, I'm hoping so. And they have aren't they? Well,
Gumby.
yeah, the
Gumby.
big Gumby like rain jacket suits, boat stuff. And they
He
have
could
like
walk
the
through
hooks.
a wall if you want him to. Anyone
Wasn't
else?
there a Scooby-Doo, a cartoon Scooby-Doo episode where there was a guy in a suit very similar?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's
You
gonna
were
be
right
great.
to ignore me, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you made the right choice. Good work.
But I mean, B has big sets. B was like Yeti. B was Texas Chainsaw Massacre last year.
Yeah.
Before Yeti, it was.
My brain doesn't go far that back.
Doesn't go far that
Try
back.
that one more time.
No. I stand by it.
It stays.
I'm not
hereby
ashamed.
decree.
I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember what. Oh, no, it wasn't Halloween. That was in Shrek. Anyways, big sets. Large.
I'm trying to remember what was the name of the dang house that had like the Louisiana Bayou.
Dead Waters.
That's the one.
That's the one. That is what this is giving me the vibes of. Dead Waters, even though I couldn't remember the name of it, was one of my favorite houses ever.
That
it was
will be
so good.
Less swampy and more like like New Englandy. I hope that we have a food booth with clam chowder.
I agree.
That's a new item on my wish list.
Leave it to Kenneth to think about the food. But I mean, going back to what Maddie said about Portofino, that would be so freaking cool for them to recreate that as the facade.
Yeah.
Like, how cool to tie
Yeah.
in one of your own like properties into like a miniature
Yeah.
version in the house. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I was more thinking like the scale and like kind of design of Portofino, but not the Italian seaside village, more Massachusetts seaside village.
Oh,
But
I
like
would love it for it to.
big.
I would love for it to be the Italian seaside village, though.
Well, then
That
we
would be
should have
so
like the
cool.
Count of Monte Cristo as a house.
Yes,
Oh.
Maddie.
I love
Why?
how you shocked yourself with that idea.
Yes, you did.
Why have we not had a Count of Monte Cristo house? The man gets bricked into a wine cellar. Oh my god.
Oh.
That'd be awesome. Have they ever had an Edgar Allan Poe house?
Yes.
They
Yeah,
have.
and I
What
missed
was
it,
it?
and I'm
It
so
was
sad.
unbelievable. It was so good. Nevermore, The Madness of Poe. Did it twice in a row. We got
Damn.
out of the house and I said, we have to do that again right now. And we got back in line.
Damn. I wish I had
Uno
seen that.
reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on to the next one. This is El Chupacabra.
Ooh.
Which the chupacabra is a legendary creature in the folklore of parts of the Americas, with its first purported sightings reported in Puerto Rico in 1995. I didn't know it was
Wow.
that recent. That's pretty crazy.
I was
the-
born in that year.
Oh my goodness. I was 5.
Baby.
The name comes from the animal's reported vampirism. The chupacabra is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock, including goats.
I want live animals in this house.
Oh God.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Pretty sure that's not
gonna
gonna
happen.
I want to walk past a area with goats and
Okay.
them just like chilling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would personally feed them. HHN hire me. I will take care of the goats in this house.
You want there to be like a small petting zoo in this
Yes,
haunted house.
that would be so fun. You have to pay 50 cents as you walk in and you get like a tiny cup.
Yeah, you can feed them the little
The
Cocoa
pellets.
Puffs.
Yeah.
And then the chupacabra jumps out while you're feeding the goats and steals one of the goats from you
Yeah.
and scares
I
the shit
remember
out of
hearing
you.
about the chupacabra when I was a kid, and I didn't realize that like he was brand new at the time. He was like, there's this great new monster out here. It's called the chupacabra. Guys, be scared of it, you know? Like
Be scared.
It was invented while you were 5.
yeah.
That's kind of crazy though. Like, isn't it?
It is. That's amazing. I mean, I wonder when did the legend of Bigfoot originate? Because like that picture doesn't look that old. That famous Bigfoot picture, you know?
Bigfoot. Let's see.
Oh, look at that picture. What a handsome man.
First sighting. Oh, sightings. 1970s.
Okay. That's pretty new too. Like
Yeah,
all things considered.
it's very strange.
So the
I just saw
chupacabra
Harry and the Hendersons.
looks like a mangy dog.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
we have a mangy dog that came out and was killing livestock, and they had to give it a monster name instead of just saying it's some evil mangy dog that's
It-
on the loose.
It also kind of looks like lizardy in this drawing. Like if you go on the Wikipedia page of it, it looks like a lizard monster dog thing. Anyway, the last time they did a urban legends house was La Llorona, which that's not a story I'm aware of. I never heard of it until the house.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what her deal is. What's her story?
La Llorona kills
yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Like her own children died, and or did she kill them? No, her own children died, and so she goes and kills other women's children so that she can take
It
their souls to
translates
be with her.
to the weeping woman or the wailer, and she's a vengeful ghost who roams waterfront areas mourning her children who she drowned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
I'm pretty sure, she like drowns other people's children.
Okay. Well, they did a house based on her, and it was, I mean, it is a Mexican folklore legend. So the house definitely did have those kinds of influences on the design and like the buildings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a house where I didn't really understand what was happening as I walked through. Um,
She's
uh,
scary.
but I do like the idea of doing houses based on these kinds of, you know, just
Legends.
and cryptids and like, uh, you know, more real world based types of monsters.
Has there been a
Yeah.
Bigfoot house?
I mean, if you want to call a Yeti a Bigfoot.
Yeti.
Yay.
Yeti Terror of the Yukon. Urban legends.
Yeah.
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 And La Llorona also had the movie that came out in 2019 that is
It was
in
good.
the timeline, or it's in the cinematic universe
The
of
Conjureverse.
the Conjureverse. Shut the front door. I love it.
My only experience with the Chupacabra is, well, there's a great board game called Horrified. The first one was based on the Universal Monsters, and it's a lot of fun. And then they recently released a follow-up game, which is Horrified American Monsters. So in the original Horrified, it's like a cooperative game where like 1 to 5 players are working against 2 to 4 monsters that are attacking villagers, and you have to try to do various tasks to attack or to defeat them.
Ooh.
And so there's an American Monsters version where it's the same gameplay, except instead of the classic Universal monsters, they are American cryptids, including the Chupacabra and Bigfoot and the Jersey Devil and Banshee of the
the
Badlands and
Jersey Devil.
yeah, like other Mothman, things like that. And it's
Mothman.
a very fun game. And I will have to kind of look into the Chupacabra card and see kind of what it says, what are the attributes of the monster, because that's one of the only monsters I have not played against in the game, because I think we played 2 rounds of that game, and that was like the only monster that we didn't try to beat.
Mm-hmm. I want the Maryland Goat Man house.
Let's next year.
What is it with you and goat?
The Chupacabra versus the Goat Man.
The Goat Man. The Goat Man's weapon of choice is an axe, and he likes to slash tires.
Okay.
Oh.
Does he like to eat tin cans?
He preys on young couples in their cars, and he kills dogs. He sounds like a Marvel comic book villain. According to the urban legend, this menacing creature was a scientist carrying out an experiment involving a goat, and it went horribly wrong, and he is now a goat man.
Okay.
That's a Marvel
Yeah.
villain. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
Oh God.
Someday.
That's basically the same storyline as the Lizard Man from Andrew Garfield's first Spider-Man movie.
Pretty much.
I want everyone to become a lizard.
Okay, moving on to the next one. We have a house called...
That was F.
Yes, that is in location F, which is one of the sprung tents behind Men in Black.
Sprung tent.
Looks like it's tent 2, which would have been where... What was there last year? Not Puppet Theater, the other one. The Pumpkin Lord.
Lil Boo.
Lil Boo's House of Fun. So yes, now we move on to Underground Creatures, which has nothing to go on really, but let's speculate wildly. I'm imagining people who live in the sewers. What do you think?
Sewer people?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Everybody, what else? What do we have?
What about like the Hills Have Eyes? Has there ever been a Hills Have Eyes
I think there has been,
house?
yes.
Creepy people that
Early.
live in the hills.
What other kind of
Um,
underground?
I typed in something,
Whoa.
just fell in my kitchen.
Pol-
I don't know what it was.
Poltergeist.
I know. So I typed in underground creatures into google.com. And I got
Oh, google.com.
google.com. Subterranean fauna. So
Oh.
basically plankton, but sewer plankton.
Oh.
So scary plankton.
Oh. Okay. I'm
I
also
don't know.
picturing there was a movie back when called Chud, which stands for Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers.
Ooh.
So maybe it's like an original take on that. But hey.
The mole people.
Oh yeah, them too.
Trolls, gnomes, bogarts. Wait, bogarts are real, not just in Harry Potter?
Everything from Harry Potter comes from other
Yeah,
legends
based on
and folklore.
something.
English folklore. Wow.
She basically didn't invent anything for those books. Everything is something
Nice.
else from something else.
Love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
A tro.
Lee was talking about there is a movie out, what was it called? The Deep or something like that, where the guy is like spelunking and there are creatures that come out
Oh yeah.
and he's having to
Scary.
fight these creatures that live in the dark or whatever.
Was that one of the ones on his wish list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if
yeah.
this is a hard hat house where you have like the light on the front of your hard hat
Oh,
Like they did in
shit.
2005
at Poseidon's Fury?
Yeah, a house I was too scared to
Yes.
go in, and I regret it every day ever since.
Oh,
Yeah, let's please bring that idea back.
please.
I don't know how plausible it is logistically with how busy the event is now compared to then, but I would
So
love
cool.
to do something like that.
So cool.
Yes.
It could
Very
just
scary.
be the Undermire from The Incredibles.
Yeah, the Underminer.
I am the Undermire.
There's also underground people on Phineas. No, not Phineas and Ferb. It's the other show that's in the same world. The Milo Murphy's Law. There's a bunch of underground people on that show, and that's very funny.
You could do the classic young adult novel of The City of Ember, which is not scary, but it is a fantastic book about people who live underground.
Okay.
And
Yeah, what if we get our first ever not scary haunted house where you're just kind of walking around and people are like, hello, nice to see you. Welcome to our underground house.
Let's not and say we did.
Ooh, rat people. Oh my gosh. It's just Rizzo the rat from the Muppets and his family.
I'm sold.
So I'm done. Hi, hello, welcome to our park.
You put any Muppet thing ever, I'm there.
Done. You are not Mickey Mouse. You are a rat. Rat schmat. What do they know? They're tourists.
It's the best. That's the one attraction at Walt Disney World that if they ever decide they're going to close it, I will like chain myself to the door.
Oh God.
Fair enough.
They are not allowed to close Muppet Vision 3D.
No, it would be horrible.
Yeah.
I would be so sad. And we would lose rat pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Derailing. Warning.
Moving on to this
Wait.
next one.
Underground Creatures is also a tent house.
Oh, yes. It's Tent 1 where we had Puppet Theater last year. So next up is another, like Michelle was saying about The Weeknd, where yes, it's an IP, but it's also kind of an original in a way. Mm-hmm. So is this. This is actually technically officially classed as an IP, but because they're inventing a storyline with IP characters, it is also kind of an original. So you can kind of put it in either column.
Right.
And that is another Universal Monsters house, The Mummy versus the Wolfman. So just to go over the premises of the two original movies from each of these monsters. In 1932, we had The Mummy, which is about a team of British archaeologists led by Sir Joseph Wemple, Arthur Byron. They discover the mummified remains of the ancient Egyptian prince Imhotep, played by Boris Karloff, along with the legendary scroll of Thoth.
That's a
That must
cool
not be
word.
pronounced that way. Thoth. That
Thoth.
has,
I
yeah.
like it.
When one of the archaeologists recites the scroll aloud, Imhotep returns to life but escapes. Several years later, Imhotep has taken on the guise of a wealthy man as he searches Egypt for his lost love, who he believes has been reincarnated as the lovely Helen uh, Grosvenor. What kind of name is that? I don't like that. And then The Wolfman is a film from 1941. When his brother dies, Larry Talbot, played by Lon Chaney, returns to Wales and reconciles with his father, played by Claude Rains. While there, he visits an antique shop and, hoping to impress Gwen, Evelyn Anchors, the attractive shopkeeper, he buys a silver walking cane. That same night, he kills a wolf with it, only to later learn that he actually killed a man, Bela Lugosi, a gypsy played by Maria Ospenskaya. Oof. Explains that it was her son, a werewolf, that he'd killed, and that Larry is now one himself. So, of course, these are two of the classic monsters that we saw in the Universal Monsters house in 2019. And Universal, starting with last year, or well, starting in 2020, started making follow-ups and original stories featuring these monsters in original houses. And honestly, I will never say no to something like this.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they can
No,
do
for
one
sure.
every year for the rest of time, and I will never get enough.
I think
Well,
it's great.
and with them like doing stuff like this where they're using their own characters, but they're creating stories. Like there's just so many different combinations and things that they can do to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh it's great. And we, if you've listened to our last year's coverage, you know how we felt about The Bride of Frankenstein Lives.
Mhm.
Absolutely loved that house. Thought it was one of the best
Yes.
houses I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So the bar is high, but when you get to, take these legendary characters and kind of do what you want with them, like the possibilities are so, yeah, like we've said, so endless. You can do so much with these guys. And
Yeah.
I'm always
And
going to be looking forward to that.
yeah, and this one, I mean, last year, The Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein exist in the same realm, right? But with The Mummy and the Wolfman, there isn't like a Mummy versus Wolfman movie that we're going off of. So this is just going to be like it is two characters that Universal has and has always had because they're the Universal monsters, but like this is a story that the creative team is forming themselves with these two classic monsters. So I think that
Mm-hmm.
is cool. And I love that, yes, we are still using like the slashers like Michael Myers and, Freddy, Jason, all that, but we're going back to our roots of the classic Universal monsters that haven't gotten like their place in the sun yet in
Yeah.
Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And now they have, and they have not, like we said, they have not disappointed. I mean, that original Universal Monsters house, fantastic. Last year's house, fantastic. Like
Yeah.
it's just, I love it. It's going to be so cool. And we didn't really get much of Imhotep last year. I think he had like two scares and a tiny section of that
I don't
house.
even know if that was actually him. It might have been just another guy with his face bandaged up.
Fair. Yeah. I'm
Uh,
excited. It's going to be great.
Me too. There is a movie called Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman.
Mm,
Um, and there are a lot of movies where the monsters all kind of cross over. like, you know, the House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and then all the Abbott and Costello meeting various monsters. The Universal monsters are kind of the original shared universe movie, like shared movie universe, because they were always interacting with each other once you got to a certain point. So like there's plenty of stuff to go off of. This kind of thing has a precedent, you know, in the original movie franchises. So that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And Kenneth, what you should
Yeah.
take from this blurb here about the Wolfman is that if you want to attract a girl, you just need to go buy a silver walking cane, apparently.
Okay, I'm
What?
putting this Google alert in now
Right?
Oh, the
Like,
attractive
for a
shopkeeper
sale.
yeah.
buys a silver cane.
Hoping to impress
Wait,
a girl, he goes and buys a cane.
okay. Well, I'm gonna get a cane.
There you go.
But then you'd have to kill a wolf.
The moral
No,
of
I
the
don't.
story.
Sad.
I don't have to kill a wolf. That wasn't part of the trying to impress the girl. That was just something else that he did. That's a
Right?
separate hobby. This is just
But I feel as though if you buy a silver cane for the purpose of attracting, you're going to be sucked into this storyline and you're going to have to, you know, play it out like a movie. Like you've been now thrust into the movie and you can't, this is not a choose your own adventure.
I mean,
You have
I'm
to
gonna
follow what happens to that character.
if you kill a wolf that turns out to be a werewolf, I would be pretty impressed.
well, yeah,
Just
that's
saying.
true.
Be pretty dope.
It would.
And what I can carry like a chew toy with me or like some treats everywhere I
Frisbee.
go, so that when I have my silver walking stick, if I encounter any dog at all, I'll just be like, "Don't you dare attack me! I don't want to kill you. Let's be friends."
Let's be friends.
And
Here's a Kong
and then-
chew toy.
yeah, and then we you know, maybe if he's still really adamant about like getting me, I'll find some other way to subdue him without killing him.
Put
And
peanut
then,
butter
like,
in the Kong. You'll be
peanut
good to go.
butter. Oh yeah. And then if it, you know, if the next day it wakes up as a man or a human, then I'll explain the whole situation to them afterwards.
So when we
Fair
do
enough.
our Rush of Fear meetup at HHN, guys, if Kenneth has a silver walking cane, just mind your business, okay?
Mind your P's and Q's.
Or like, hey, you know, lovely ladies, strike a conversation.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. The
Moving.
space this house is gonna have though is fantastic.
Yeah, because of course it's going to be located in a soundstage.
The soundstage. The soundstage of all
the-
sound stages.
The one with the entrance in the music plaza.
The big kahuna.
The same one where Bride was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that the house is in the same soundstage, just the entrance is in the same place. Because the Bride of Frankenstein Lives was not in the same soundstage where Stranger Things was, or The Exorcist, or The Shining. Like they didn't use that one last year. So
tomatoes.
But it does mean that they anticipate needing an entire music plaza worth of queue space for whatever house goes there.
True that.
Which I still think that they need to find somewhere else to put that queue so they can actually use the music plaza for shows during horror nights. But that's a separate thing. Moving on. There's that huge, beautiful stage and they barely ever use it.
Agree.
Moving on to
It's fair.
the final house on this spec map, which is the Curse of Pandora's Box. Which is a very fun thing because this is an original house that was done in Hollywood the past couple of years. So the description for the most recent version of this house in Hollywood says, an ancient horror has returned to prey on those foolish enough to tempt the fates. Enter Pandora's Curiosity Shop, home to her infamous box. Once it's been opened, all manner of evil will be unleashed. From her shop, you'll pass through the gates of Hades, guarded by a hellhound. Then you'll face hordes of netherworld monsters, from snake-haired Medusa to Archimedes' spidery snare. Greek mythology is about to become your monstrous reality.
Oh my
I
god.
would love it.
As a
This,
lover of Percy Jackson, I have chills.
mm, as a lover of Disney's Hercules, I have chills.
That's fair. I hope we get a musical number in this house.
um, this is cool because, you know, for a long time Hollywood didn't do any original houses ever. I want to say the Curse of Pandora's Box was their first original house. Or at least of
Um,
the modern era, because I know they had House of a Thousand Corpses, which was an original house by Rob Zombie before it was a movie.
mhm.
But that's
They've done
kind
like
of,
horrors of holidays of horror, I think, and
but that may have been either around
after.
this, maybe after, maybe
Mm.
concurrent. I'm no Hollywood expert. Don't listen to me. But I know that this was one of the most celebrated original houses that Hollywood had done, and everyone was just saying wonderful things about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool because a lot of times, you know, Orlando, of course, is known for the originals and for, you know, being the best. And so Hollywood will kind of, if something does well over here, Hollywood will say, oh, you know what, that's an interesting idea, let's try to do a house based on that concept ourselves. And from what I understand, this is probably the first time that it's ever gone the other way, and that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool, and that's great for Hollywood, and it's great for us
Yeah.
because this is a proven concept that our, you know, Orlando's art and design team now gets to tackle this idea in their own way, which is always completely different than how Hollywood does it.
Mm-hmm. So nice they did it twice, 2019 and 2021.
There
Hmm.
it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm so
And this,
excited.
yeah, and but this one's going over in that Men in Black house,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Intent
which is
3.
kind of small. I wish that this one would actually be bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the because I think that tent house is bigger than the other two sprung tents, right?
I don't know.
I don't
It
think
might.
so.
More
I,
There.
windy, a lot more twists and turns.
It just depends on how it's used because, you know, if you remember last year, it was Welcome to Scary,
Right.
and that house felt very short. But the year before that, it was the House of a Thousand Corpses, and it felt
So
huge.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of how they use the space. Because I didn't, yeah, like House of a Thousand Corpses had parts in it that felt really big,
Mm-hmm.
and the house did feel long.
Yeah. I'm
So
excited though. Greek mythology is always something that I have been so fascinated with, and this is going to be super fun.
yeah,
If you know, if we do in fact get it, it is still a rumor, but it is a rumor that I'm very excited for.
for sure. Me too.
it's a
Yeah.
rumor that feels more believable than some of the IPs, just because it is, you know, an original house from Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely see that being a thing that we would do, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like there's no risk of losing it or like any complications of like, oh, you know what, the license holder decided not to let us do it. Like
Right.
this is just another great, like, you know what, you guys did a great job on that house, we want to try it now too. And
Well, and technically, they could even ship like the set, like the entire everything from Hollywood to Orlando, and it be good to go. It wouldn't be the first time that they've done that. According to Julie Zimmerman, they did that many
oh
times in the
really?
beginning. Yeah,
As long as we
Oh,
don't get long black hallways, I don't care.
this house looked very much like neon, like almost like a 3D house, except not in 3D.
Oh,
From like the videos that I saw on, like, on YouTube about it.
not what
um
I would have pictured, but yeah,
Yeah, it was very like, yeah, day glow kind of, like
interesting.
Alice in
paint jobs
Wonderland.
and stuff. Yeah, kind of like that. So I, you know, if Julie says that that happened in the past, then I, you know, I'll take her word for that. I wasn't aware of anything like that, and I don't think that today's Horror Nights team would ever want to just install an existing house. I think that our team loves building from scratch and designing from scratch and
Mm-hmm.
making something their own.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, but you never know what they need to do with
Day-Glo,
post-COVID
though.
budgeting.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, like, I don't think it's going to be the same version
No.
that they had in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I can't get, as a lover of Percy Jackson, and I know the movies weren't that great, but like I loved the fact that Percy Jackson made the Greek gods and goddesses and like, you know, legends and everything like that modern. So like in the movie, Medusa is wearing like a leather pantsuit and she has on like those tiny 90s glasses that all the teenagers are wearing
Yeah.
nowadays, and like she had a cell phone, and like it was just I
What?
loved that. Yeah, and it was fun. So like I would love to see like Pandora's Curiosity Shop, like this, like, you know, antique shop, and like Pandora is the lady behind the register. Just a more modern, like, I don't know, I think that would be cool. Like, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
I would be
Percy
happy with
Jackson on
this
the
one.
mind.
Yep.
Yeah. It would be
I
cool.
never saw those.
Ugh. The books are so good. So good. Word.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
moving on to the rest of the spec map, which unfortunately version 1.0 doesn't have a whole lot besides the houses, but that's fine. We know there'll be more, and like we'll get official announcements as well. So as of right now, no streets have been speculated or rumored yet. But the first official HHN announcement that we chatted about last episode did say that we would get 5 scare zones like normal. So that is very exciting to hear. And then for shows on the map, Marathon of Mayhem is rumored, but the official announcement that we got, that we already chatted about, did say we were going to have 2 live shows. So who knows what we will get and where exactly they will go, which we did also chat about on the last episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then for rides, we speculate, and so does the map, that as usual, we will have Rip Ride Rocket, the Transformers ride, the Mummy will be back in action by then, Escape from Gringotts, Men in Black, and the Simpson ride. All of those will be open, which is nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Usual stuff. And then for placements of houses and scare zones, it seemed like everything is in the normal spots except for House J, which will be in the Fast and Furious queue. And we've seen photos of setup already happening in that queue, which is exciting. And this does mean the house inside the old Shrek building will not be there.
Womp womp.
Yep, which we all know why that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, at least the
Yeah.
rumored why.
Yeah.
Well, there's some there. I mean, we know that something new is going there.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the Mummy opening date been announced yet? Because I've
No,
heard.
it just said summer.
Summer.
Okay. Because I
Late
heard it got
summer.
extended, but I wasn't sure if that was past the date that we already had, or like the time frame, or if that was like end of summer is that extended
Oh, I don't know.
bit.
I hope it's
I don't
not
know.
extended this summer.
I saw it on Twitter, so who knows if it's actually accurate or not, but
Dang.
Right.
I hope it's the end of summer. That would be nice.
Yeah, we need it back.
It cuts off so much of the streets of New York, especially for the Mardi Gras parade. Whew.
Well, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
love it. Like it's one of my favorite rides, and I really missed it last year, or last time I was there. So I was
Mhm.
hoping to catch it when I go back in the summer. But
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
I
sweet.
hope so.
All right, guys. Well, I think that will do it for this episode. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you soon in the fog. But until then, for more content, be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rushoffear and follow us on Instagram and our brand new Twitter at rushoffearpod.
For more general Universal Orlando Resort news, check out our friends and UUOP network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found. And be sure to check out my band, Pangolin, everywhere you listen to music online, and follow us on social media at PangolinFL.
Thanks for listening, everyone. The podcast has come to an end. Now get out.